Hey guys, this is Jonathan. Just thought I'd make a quick video about my protein oatmeal. Some of you guys that follow me on Twitter have seen me tweet about it in the morning, what I eat for breakfast and all that good stuff, so I thought I'd make a quick video on how to make it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, but let's go to the kitchen. Before we get started though, I wanted to point out something. I've been getting a lot of emails and questions on whether or not I actually take all the supplements that I review on my site. Yeah, basically the answer is yes. I don't review it unless I try it. So it's my site, so I review the products I try. So just in case you're curious, Shakeology, love it, try it every day, try it out. And if you guys have questions on it, let me know. Results and Recovery Formula, Optimum Nutrition Whey Protein, Strawberry, not my favorite flavor, I'd have to go with the chocolate. Creatine monohydrate, and glutamine. And just in case you guys don't believe that this is actually what's in the presentable bottles, all the actual packages are up here. So they're all there, just in case you guys are actually curious. Alright, so back to the recipe. Alright guys, here's the ingredients, really quick, really easy. This is 3/4 of a cup of oatmeal. Basically the P90X nutrition guide is actually 1 cup. But since I actually eat this with eggs in the morning, I actually don't feel like I need the full cup. Now remember, that's if you're doing the portion plan versus the meal plan. We also have 1 cup of muscle milk whey protein. I actually throw some cinnamon in it because I think it makes the flavor a little bit better than just by itself. And just plain water. You can also use milk or almond milk if you prefer that. Just make sure that you adjust the values to your daily caloric intake because they will definitely change them. Let's mix this up a little bit. Basically what I end up doing is just adding the cup of whey protein to the actual oatmeal. Make sure you mix it a little bit beforehand before you add the water. Same thing with cinnamon. I would actually add this to your taste, only because some people like it a little bit more than others. Kind of what I prefer here. And then basically add water to taste. Now some people like it clumpier, some people actually like it a little bit runnier. I actually prefer a little clumpier, a little more paste-like, which I know a lot of people don't like. So just make sure you add water or adjust the water for your own personal preference. You also want to make sure that you're mixing this pretty well. Get rid of all the clumps. Make sure all the water has kind of blended pretty well with the oatmeal. You definitely don't want clumps because what ends up happening is the clumps end up kind of turning kind of a little rubbery once cooked. So just make sure you mix up all the clumps as well as you can. And then once that's all mixed up, you want to make sure that in the microwave, and then I put about for a minute, 10, but that's going to definitely vary depending on what or how much water you actually place, or whether you use water, whether you use almond milk, or whether you use regular milk. So we're going to cook this. I'm just going to edit the video so that you don't have to wait a minute 10, and then we'll be back when it's done cooking. Alright guys, so basically I took it out of the microwave after a minute 10, and you see how it's kind of hardened up. Just make sure you kind of break it down. And usually what ends up happening is the water ends up sitting in the center here, as you see. So you got to make sure you mix it again once it's out. And so this is kind of the consistency I like to take, or I like to eat it with. So just make sure that you adjust it, depending on your personal preference. Add water, remove water, or almond milk, or milk, whatever you're using. Just make sure you kind of maybe do a test run of this if you're really picky on the consistency. Basically this is it guys. I mean, I know it doesn't look kind of super impressive, but it's basically what it is, just kind of protein oatmeal. This ends up being roughly about 355 calories, give or take, depending on the whey protein you're using. If you're using water, or if you're using milk or almond milk or whatever it is that you're using, it ends up being about 35 grams of protein, about 41 or so carbs, and about 7 grams of fat. Now, if you're looking to up your fat intake, I've been known to kind of do a teaspoon of natural peanut butter with it. Just mix it in once it's hot, once it's out of the microwave, and just let it sit for a minute or two, and it'll actually soften the peanut butter, and it'll be really easy to mix in. So besides that, that's kind of all it is, guys. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to post a comment. I'll go ahead and put the breakdown of the actual macros and the calories and all that good stuff on the bottom. And if you have any questions, post comments or just shoot me an email, and head over to Motivated Results for more tips. Alright guys, see you guys later.